everyone, it's just a quick video. I made some art tiles just using some, this was a really thick cereal box, and what inspired me to do this was I had seen a video on YouTube, and you know what, I just quickly looked at her name and I cannot remember it, it's gone right out of my head. What I'll do is when I put this onto YouTube, I will put her name along the screen and also a link to the video in the description box. Her name is Sarah, but I can't remember her YouTube name. I know that much. But she had actually done them with polymer clay. Now I don't have any. I have some female, but I don't really have all the tools to work with it. So, but it is something I'm considering getting into because I watched hers and then went on to watch loads of other videos with polymer clay, and oh my goodness, some of it's amazing. So anyway, she had the video that I watched, I think it was yesterday. She had actually made her little kind of art tiles, and she'd put them on the front of a composition book for like a journal or whatever. And I thought, what a great idea! But I don't have polymer clay, so what can I do instead? Because I wanted some dimension on them as well. So what I done was I cut up all my thick cereal box, and these are roughly, I think I done these at, yeah, there's like 1.5 inches square. Then I ran through some really thick paper, not cardstock, it was just really thick paper. I ran them through some embossing folders, which I will just show you them now. I used the Tim Holtz Alteration, the clock one. I used the gears one, and yeah, that was it. So it was just them two, and then I just glued all the pieces onto the board. Then I went over it. Oh no, I didn't. What I did do, once I'd glued the papers on, I used just some cheap old watercolour paints. I have it in a palette, and I just painted them whatever colour I wanted. Some of the colours were yucky, so then I went over them and over them, so the drying time was like longer and longer, because I didn't want to use the heat tool on it, because I knew that it would then dry the glue up and it would come away because it was paper onto chipboard. So yeah, I've done a variety of colours. Once it had all dried, I went over it with my, my Stays On ink, and it just kind of caught obviously the raised embossed parts, so it's highlighting them bits. So I'll just quickly show you them. Oh, and something else. I actually put some Perfect Pearls on them as well, so there is a little bit of shimmer. So that's the clock. I just like how they come out. They're very kind of mixed media looking. That looks really yellow on there, but it actually looks quite goldy to me. Just love the texture and the shine from the embossing. What a mess I made doing the embossing, because I find that UT is, it's because it's large in consistency seems to blow around all over the place. You know, more goes flying around the room than it does actually melt onto your project. Either that or I'm doing something wrong. So that's what I've done. I just wanted to share these with you, and like I said, I'll put all the links below to Sarah's video. On that same video, she starts off showing you the art tiles, but she's also made a fairy door, and oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. And then I started watching some of her ATCs that she's made with polymer clay. They are gorgeous. And these are just nice to actually look at and touch. Yes, I'm a freak. So yeah, that was all the ones that I made, and I quite enjoyed that. I was just a little bit upset that I couldn't, well, I was worried that I would, the paper would come away from the actual chipboard. You know, you can use whatever, if you don't have any clay or whatever, you can use anything thick really as your base to work on, and you know, any form of embossing folder if you're looking for, you know, something with some texture. But not being able to dry it and just waiting for, with the amount of times that I've went over with different colours, you know, and then waiting for it to dry was a little bit of annoying. But I got the colours, you know, I'm quite happy with the colours that I've come out with, and you know, it didn't really need a lot of, you know, apart from having to cut it up and use my big shot on my embossing folder, and using some UT, you don't really need a lot. And you don't have to use UT, you don't have to use that at all. You could use glossy accents or crackle accents or something like that. So yeah, I think there is, I did waste a few because I'd done them so that I would, there was going to be, I think that was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 24, yeah, there was supposed to be 24, and I wrecked 2, so I'm too short, might have to make, I'm not sure, but I think that would be enough to cover like any journal that I make, just the front cover anyway. So yeah, there you go. Any questions, just ask, and thanks for watching. Bye.